So the first thing is that, yeah, I'm quite good. Thank you. Yes. So first and the foremost thing that whenever we speak, as we are heading towards the English, like how to speak English without grammar. So today being the day two. So first and foremost thing, let me tell you, whenever we speak, what are the things that we speak about? If you are going to do the analysis, you'll get four things. The first and the foremost important thing is that always and always we either speak about every day, or either we speak about yesterday, I mean the past, or we speak about tomorrow, or we speak about right now. So for example, let's say if you meet your friend, so obviously you will ask about, okay, let's start with the neighbors. So if you meet your neighbor and if you have been for the first time to your hometown, and if they find you that you are just staying there like for a longer period of time, so obviously they will raise one question as like so and so, like ABC, whatever the name, that as you are here from the past 10 days. So as I have seen that, did you get your job or not, and if not, then what you're doing from morning till evening. So obviously you have to tell them about your daily routine, and your daily routine is nothing but you are going to use something called what you do every day, and every day it comes under daily routine, and there you have to use V1. Next, the second thing what like people they ask is about like the past. For example, if you meet your friend, and like after that your friend may ask you that, yeah, as I came to your home and you were not there. So you need to tell about your past, like where you went and what you did, all the things. And in order to explain about the past, you have to use something called V2. Next comes and the important thing that is about future, and future is nothing but tomorrow. So let's say if tomorrow is Sunday, so obviously there will be a question, if you are working in as an employee in any organization. So your colleague may ask, okay, as tomorrow is Sunday or tomorrow it's Saturday, so what are your plans? So in order to tell about our plans, we have to use something called will plus V1. That is like tomorrow I will go somewhere. Okay. Then
Okay,
after, like apart from all these three, most of the time we speak like we spend with our friends. And as we spend the time with our friends, so the obvious thing is that there is a noise. Please could you mute, if anyone? No. Thank you. Yeah. So most of the time, like we spend the time with our friends, and what these friends they're gonna do is they're gonna ask you, like if they have to go somewhere, so they ask you like one question: what are you doing? And it doesn't mean that they just want to do some favor. Actually they want a favor. Let's say if they are going for a shopping, or if they are going to a market, so in order to know about those things, they just want to know like whether you are free or not. So obviously you have to answer by using something called V4, and V4 is nothing but ing form. As you may say, I'm watching a movie or I'm playing cricket, so on and so forth. So the same thing, like I'm going to explain you with the help of PPT. So let's get started. Let me share the PPT with you. Here we go. So as you can see, these four things, whatever I said, in order to tell about every day, we have to use V1. In order to tell about something that already happened, we need to use V2. In order to tell, sorry, in order to tell something that is going on, for that you can say V4 or V1 plus ing form. And here we have will plus V1, that tells about tomorrow. And with the help of this concept, one more important thing that I'm gonna tell you is that if you can learn V1 and V2, so these two things, that is V4 and will plus V1, that tells about now and tomorrow, gonna be free. And once you gonna get these four things for free, then you are going to get almost like learn 4 and get 28 free. So that offer we are going to proceed. And even in this course, like even we are not going to learn grammar, and without grammar, like how you can learn the things that we are gonna see. So first thing is that buy. So buy means like to buy something, whereas bought, which is already done. For example, like I bought a book, I bought pen, whatever it might be. Then buying is something I am buying, and will buy is I will do in future. So let's see one by one. And before we go with, there is something which is very important that we have to learn, is nothing but pronoun. And pronouns are nothing but only the subjects. Subjects are I, we. Yeah, please mute yourself in case. I, we, you, he, she, any name, and they. Okay. So now let's discuss the things related to this. Let me take ahead here some. And here we have things related to IV. So I, we, you, he, she, they, and name. Why only these things? Why not other things that I have taken? The reason behind is so simple. I, it refers to me, whereas I, it refers to me, whereas we, it refers to like we all, and you is like the person who is in front of me. He, it refers to like to a masculine, to a boy, and she, it refers to a lady, and name, it can be like anyone's name. It can be masculine, feminine, anyone. So it refers to anyone in the group. I mean, any name. It can be masculine name, it can be feminine name, it can be any name. Then we have they. They, it refers to like those who are away from here. And in our whole course, we're gonna use only this important 7 subjects, and all the sentences that we're gonna make only with the help of these 7. Now let's discuss how. So I, and let's say if I have to tell about my everyday life, so how I can start? So I can start by saying, for example, I buy whatever the things I may buy, like I buy a newspaper, let's say every day, because V1 as I'm using, so it refers to everyday thing. And the same thing, let me copy and paste everywhere so that you can get. We buy, you buy. Yeah, here we have he buy. Whereas there is one exception. Whenever I write he buy, so I have to add s. Why? Because in case of he, she, and name, I need to make it a singular verb, and singular verb is nothing but just adding s or es. And the reason behind he, she, and name are the singular forms. So even here as well, I have to use she buys a newspaper. And like name, so in case of name, even you can write something like, say, Ramesh. Okay. Ramesh buys. And then here we have they buy. Okay. So if we go through these things, let's say Let me just increase the font size. Here we have, okay, it has increased a lot, I guess. No, it's okay, I guess. So I buy a newspaper every day. It means something which I do every day. Even what's the other thing that we do? Like we buy, for example, let's say whatever the everyday need, milk packet every day, or even you can say you buy a, and not even a, like you buy vegetables every day. Okay. Then we have something related to he buys. So what he buys, he may buys a chocolate every day. She buys, when you can say a note book every day. Ramesh buys. So what Ramesh may buy? So Ramesh may buy pen or pencil. So Ramesh buy a pen every day. And even if those who are rich, so they may buy a car every day or every year. Not only every day, even you can say every year as well. Every year. Let me give a gap here. Okay. So even they may buy a car every year. Yeah, here. Okay. So the things related to every day, every year, every month, every, like whatever the things that happens in every regular interval. So for all those things, you have to use only and only V1 in order to express. And just simply by using I, we, you, he, she, and they, you can say. But only one important thing, whenever you add like he, she, and name, you just have to add S or ES. Okay. So now I hope everyone is getting the point.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good.
Yes, sir.
So even yeah, please. So in the same way, like even you can practice and what the simple thing is about is here, as you can see, you can try with the other verb, that is buy, as we did. So you need to go with come as well, like I come, he come, they come, whatever. Oh, sorry, he, whenever he comes, so you have to use he comes, she comes, they come, okay? Ramesh comes, and whatever the object that you want to tell. So it is as simple as learn one and get seven free. See, what we have done, we have just learned one verb and we got total 7 sentences free. In the same way, in our next class, as we learn about the second word, and then we'll get seven more. So 7, 7, 7, and 7. So total 28 sentences. So learn 4 and get 28 free. So this is about like the 7 sentences that we have learned. Now let me tell you about how you can tell about your daily routine just by learning this particular V1 forms. And the V1 forms are nothing but, let me show you few more V1 forms that you can learn. V1 are nothing but like what we use in our day-to-day lives, or what are the verbs that we use. We use, and every day we'll learn 5 verbs. So verbs and regular verbs, I mean the V1. And what is that V1? Let's see. So what we do as we wake up, I mean the thing that we use every day. So first is wake up. Wake up is the first form, and here we have something related to, okay, the first one, wake up. Then after we get fresh up. I'm just writing related to the things that we like take in our consideration on a daily basis. Get fresh up. Then after we take breakfast. Then after, what's the next verb that we do use? Like then, either like you may attend classes, or even people they may go to an office. Then after, what is the next verb? Even those who like do their household work, they can do. Or further, like after attending the classes, then they come back, or even they take their lunch. So here, take breakfast, take lunch. Again, they return back to their home. Even people, they use their mobile phone for 1 hour, half an hour, whatever. Then again, they take their lunch and they sleep. So see, only and only I'm using the V1 form in order to express about my daily routine. In the same way, like every day we'll learn few more verbs and from tomorrow. So this is about this. And now let me tell you how you can tell about your daily routine. So your daily routine is nothing but, okay, let me write with the help of the same. So here you just have to add the subject. And what is subject? As I have to tell my everyday routine, so I have to use I wake up. And whatever the time I wake up, with time always do remember we have to use at. So I wake up at. So at what time? Let's say 7, for example. So 7 always try to write AM. Okay. Then what you do? I get fresh up. Even you can use by, sorry, let me write small, yeah, by 7:30, or let's say 7:45. Fresh up, it means like even you brush your teeth, you take bath, everything, you just complete by 7:45. Here further you can add one more thing, after that. Okay, after that I take my breakfast. Okay, at let's say 8. Okay, at 8 a.m. Actually, you have to write in caps lock. Sorry for this. Even you can later on correct it. Then after, like if you attend any class, so you have to say, then after I attend, or I go to institute. Even you can say, if you attend in online, so you can say, then after I attend my classes in online. Or if you go to office, then you can say, I go to office. If you go to institute, then again you can say, like I go to my institute, and there like I attend my classes. So I attend, let's say if it is classes, so I attend my classes from, okay, from, let's say if it is 9, so from 9 to 1, for example. So 1 here it becomes PM. Then again you can say, like as one time you have used, then after, so you have to use after that. And let me tell you clearly, both the meanings are same. Okay, the meaning of both the words are exactly same. So even you don't have to worry whether I need to use then after or after that. The meanings are same, only to like your words must be likable by the other person, only for that particular thing we are using. So you have to use after that I come back to my hostel or to my room, and like then after you can say I take my lunch. Okay. Here further you can use something, I take my lunch between. Okay, I take my lunch between 1:30 to 2 p.m. Okay, but don't use I take my lunch from 1:30 to 2. The reason behind, let me tell you, sorry. The reason behind is so simple. It's like if you're gonna use, let's say from 1:30 to 2, means you take your lunch for half an hour, and which is not a common thing. Usually we just take our lunch between like 10 to 15 minutes. So always try to think about, you need to use between. But if you use from, it means that you're gonna do some mistake, and the mistake is that nothing but the listener gonna understand that you eat for half an hour. And whereas in case of attending the class, don't use between here. If you, let's say, write between, for example, here, So again, there will be a confusion. It means 9 to 1. It means you just come as a chief guest to your class, but actually you're not a chief guest, huh? So you have to attend the class. So over here, you have to be very careful. From, you need to say from 9 to 1 or 9 to 11, whatever it might be. And like, yeah, then again, you may say like, if you attend your office, so you can say I return back to my home. And even if you just take your classes, then even you can say after. Okay, here already you have used after that, then you can use like something called then after. Okay, then after I take my lunch. Again here, you can use after that I return to my office or to my institute. And then after, like, again I come back to my house. And even further you can say I use my, yeah, hostel. Yeah, you can use anything. Like after the lunch you just return to your institute, as I mean. Okay. Even you may say like in the evening once I come back, so I use my phone, or as I use Insta or like whatever, or Facebook or Snapchat, whatever, like for half an hour, for 1 hour, these things you can use. And then after, like, even you can say I take my dinner by 9:30 or 10, and then at last you can say I sleep. Or even you can say I go to bed. So I sleep at. If you sleep exactly at that particular time, then you have to use. Or else you have to say like I sleep at. Or even you, if you are not sure at what time you sleep, then even you can say I sleep by, or I go to bed by. So if you are sure that by 10 you go to bed, then even you can say I go to bed or I sleep at 10 p.m. So this is how about like V1 you can discuss. And further, like you just have to practice with the help of the same. Okay, so everyone must practice your daily routine with the help of V1. And in our next class, like I'll ask everyone to proceed with it. Okay, hope you are getting the point. Yeah, so this is all about the things related to today. And we'll just deal in our next class with the V2 forms.